Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Now this is not going to be a week in my life because today is Saturday. So I didn't vlog at all Monday through Friday. It has been a rough work week and it has just not been good. I'll talk to you more about it in a little bit, because I'm getting ready to go out and about. I have got to get out of this house. The only place we have gone all week is the gym. It's like home and the gym. That's it. And I'm going stir crazy. So I want to go to Marshall's. I might go to Five Below, I'm not sure. Just, those little areas that are up by where I go to Marshall's. And then I need to go to Target. But yeah, I just want to get out and about. And I will be going back into the office starting on Monday. I got my COVID test results back. I had to get tested before I could be approved to go back, and it was negative. So I'm actually relieved to be able to go back into the office, to get out of the house. It feels like I'm never off work because I sit and watch TV in the same place that I sit and do my job. And it's like, I think I've reached my limit for working from home full time. I'm still planning on working from home on Fridays, like I've done for years. But it's like for a year and a half, thanks to the pandemic, I was working at home, and I appreciated having that opportunity. But then, I was able to go back in the office, and what was it, like the end of September of last year? And then ended up getting put back on working from home, and have been this whole year so far. And what is it, like February? I'm trying to look on my Fitbit. What is it, the 5th, I think? I don't know, my sleeve's in the way. I think it's February 5th. And, so having a couple of more months of working from home, and I've reached my limit. I need to get out of my house. It'd be different if I had a workspace, which, for a while our oldest had moved out and we had an office, but now they're back, and they have been for a while, so we don't have that office anymore. So I don't have that separate space, and I feel like I really need it. But, so anyway, I'm going to head out and about. I have on my new glasses. I don't know if you can see. You might be able to see them better when we get in the car, because they're like glittery and stuff. And I ordered a couple pairs from Zenni that I have. Some of my glasses I've gotten from Zenni that I love, and so when I get new prescriptions, I just reorder those glasses. But I don't do all of them at once because I want to make sure that something didn't go wrong with the prescription or some weird thing. I just want to get them in and try them out and make sure they're going to work before I order any more. So, but anyway, I'm getting ready to head out and about, and I'll take you with me. So let's get ready to go. Okay, so here we are in the car. And so it's been a stressful work week. And of course, I can't talk about it in details or anything, but just the week in itself has been stressful. And to add to that, it's like Brian works from home too. He sells fence, and so he goes out and does fence bids and stuff, and you'd think this time of the year would have slowed down by now. But it's like it hasn't even slowed down, even with snow and it getting super cold and everything. So, he's got some stress. And then, rightly so. And then tax season has started. And that's the other thing he does. And he does that seasonally, but he does a ton of them, hundreds of them. And so, he's working from home and stuff too. He does this thing that irritates me to no end, where, like, just as an example, in the morning, if I'm and he gets up really early too. And so, like, I'll be working also, and then I'll mention something, or even before I start working, I'll mention something, and he'll be like, don't talk to me, I'm super busy today, pretend like I'm not here. And he does that a lot. But what he also does is he does not offer me the same courtesy. And I've told him about it before too. So, he'll just interrupt me all day long, or he'll start talking, and I could be in the middle of something, and, so I'm not really paying attention to what he's saying. So he's like, you didn't even listen to me, or you didn't even hear what I said. Just stuff like that. And it's like, and I've told him before, you tell me that you just pretend like you're not even here, because I know you're working hard and everything. And I listen, I don't interrupt him. And, even, I don't know, but I just wish he would do the same for me. And I don't even have to tell him rudely, pretend like I'm not here, because sometimes he's kind of rude about it. And I don't even feel like I interrupt him. Like this happened yesterday, where it was, he hadn't even started working yet, and neither had I. And I was just telling him about something, and I don't know how to explain it, but it bugs me how he does that. And it's like, I know it's just, he's got his stressors and everything. And when you don't have coworkers, it's like you don't have anybody to vent to, or anybody else to talk to. So you only have each other. And I don't talk about my job that much. It's not that I hold things in. It's just that I've had 2 heart attacks. Those, you guys that have been around for a while know. I had my first one when I was 38. And it's a blood vessel disorder. It's like I have a heart condition. So if I get really stressed out, that can contribute to it, because blood vessels, in my instance, it's like like the artery that's like a cardiac artery that leads to your heart. The cardiologist told me it's like a garden hose when you have the water on, and then how you can kink it and then it shuts off the flow of the water. Well, that's what happens to that artery. It's spasms, and it shuts off the blood flow to the heart, which has caused me to have a heart attack 2 times. So I try to be as careful as I can about stress, and part of that is I try to just leave it at the door. It's like I work my 8 hours in a day, sometimes longer, not very often. I always try to tell my bosses, I always try to have a conversation with them that just lets them know, I have this issue, and, that kind of thing. And that's another stressor, is I just got a new boss. I've only had him since December, and now he's moving on, and I'm going to get a new boss, and I don't know anything. I don't even think they've hired anybody or moved anybody or whatever. So it's like you have to go through that every single time. And I don't want it to look like, I'm weak or something. And it's just that I just want to make sure they know up front, don't try to start, because I've had bosses in the past that, they have you working all this overtime and everything. And I've been very fortunate, because my last several bosses I've had have not been like that. They haven't put that expectation out there. And know that I can still do my job effectively, and I'm a good employee, a good worker, all that stuff. So I don't talk about work that much, because I want to leave it at work, But Brian talks about work all the time. And sometimes that makes me think about work, and I don't want to say don't, because he needs to talk about it. I don't know. I don't want to complain, because you guys know I love him with all my heart, I wouldn't change him, except for just that one. I just wish he would stop doing that, where he shuts me off and is like, pretend like I'm not here, but then all day after he says that, he'll interrupt me all day long. And it's like, it's just not fair. And I have talked to him, so he knows. Hasn't stopped doing it, but he knows. But if I'm back in the office, 4 days a week, that won't be an issue. But that plus work's been stressful. And like the other night, I didn't sleep very good because I was thinking about work, and I hate that when that happens. When it's like your mind won't shut off. It was like that. Luckily, it was just one night this past week, but man, if I could tell you about it, I would. But I can't. So I love my job, or I like my job, but everybody has it. Everybody, whether everybody has this. No job is perfect. But so had to have the COVID test. This is actually the first time I've been back in my car since I did the COVID test. I still even have the wrapper from the swab, because like if you, I did the drive-through where you swab your nose yourself and stuff, and I just hope that they don't. I know my employer is trying to make sure everybody is safe and everything, but I'm vaccinated, and I kind of just wish, if another variant comes along, that they would just let us make our own choices. One, there's only like 3 people in the suite that I'm in. It's like, all of us are vaccinated. Can you just let us work, And it's like, yeah, I won't get to sleep in, as late as I do now. I'll miss that. And I don't like the fact that, I'm going to have to, there are benefits to working from home. You don't spend as much money in gas, especially gas is just shot way up now. Don't put as many miles on the car, because my commute is about 40 minutes. And, there's benefits to it, but at least for me personally, since I don't have a dedicated workspace, I need that. And I need to get out of the house, because I feel like I'm never off work, and that's not a fun feeling. So thank you for listening to me. I really needed to just get that out. And yeah. So now I'm going to go into Marshall's and see if I can get any goodies. And I need absolutely nothing, but I just need a little bit of shopping therapy. Okay, so apparently I went shopping for Django. I got him that little, it looks almost like a little sofa, kinda, with the little ball that goes in the back, and then they can like lay on it and scratch it and all that. I got him that, and then I got him those little donut toys. that I showed you. He doesn't need anything either, but you know, you do stuff for your pets. So now I'm gonna go to Five Below just to see if they have any goodies. There's been so many times I have gone to Five Below and not bought anything. I'm trying to skirt around. It snowed this past week. The weathermen were like, you know, anywhere from 6 inches to a foot, and you know, they were just blowing it up, and we got hardly nothing. I think we got like 3 inches at our house. But you know, if you live somewhere where it snows, they have these big piles of snow like in parking lots and on the sides of the road and stuff. It takes forever for them to melt, but then they make puddles and stuff. Although right now I think the temperature is where everything is still frozen. But so my car's relatively clean, so I was trying not to drive through those spots. But starting next week, it's gonna get really dirty. So anyway, I'm gonna go see a Five Below, just look around in there. Did not get anything at Five Below. The store is actually kind of crowded. So even if I would have found like one thing, I don't think I would have wanted to wait in line. So now I'm gonna head to Target. And you guys know I can spend some time in there. I'll get this for Brian for Valentine's Day. The music is so damn loud in this store. Okay, done in Target. And I need to go one other place. I need to go to Sam's Club. But I'm gonna run home first because there's this Ben & Jerry's ice cream that Brian loves, and we haven't been able to find it. It's been like sold out at all of our local grocery stores, and it's his favorite. And Target had 3 of them, so I went ahead and just picked up all 3 of them. And he also needed coffee creamer, so I'm going to run that back by the house, since of course it's cold and frozen stuff. I think he'll be excited to see his ice cream, since he keeps looking for it. Our oldest has been looking for it too, like when they go to the grocery store and haven't found it. So, but I got him for Valentine's Day, I got him that box of Russell Stover's. He loves Russell Stover's chocolates, and he likes the milk chocolate. Well, Target had like, where you get a assortment that's got milk and dark, but then I saw they had one that was just the milk chocolate. So I got him that in a card. It's like sometimes we'll do like a little something for Valentine's Day, sometimes we don't. Most of the time we don't. But I just felt like doing a little something this time. I'm actually kind of warm right now. It's kind of hot in my car because it's really sunny. But one of the things I needed to get, I got toilet paper and cat litter, which seems like it's like, you know, every time I'm at Target, I'm picking that up. But I also, Django's getting low on his soft food, and Target didn't have any. So, well, I take that back. They had one box. He likes that Fancy Feast grilled, like the poultry. They had one box, but it was crushed. I mean, the cans were all jacked up, and I'm not buying that. But Sam's has a big box that you can get. Usually they have it. Hopefully they're not sold out. And that's actually what we ended up getting last time. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of melted snow. I'm not going to be able to keep my car clean. Oh well. I knew better. Because there's no avoiding that. So anyway, hopefully Sam's will have that. I also wanted to get some apples or some kind of fruit. And I just like looking around Sam's Club. So get Brian's ice cream home. He said he had like a whole stack of taxes he was doing. And then there was a couple of things he wanted to do. But so either he'll be home or he won't. But anyway, I'm just going to keep heading home with this stuff. And then after that, I'm going to go to Sam's Club. Doesn't look like Sam's Club has Django's food anymore. The place where they always used to have it is just cat litter. And then if I go down the food aisle, and then they have treats, but no food. And then if I go down the pet food aisle, I just see dog food. That's really great. What is it? What is the deal with not being able to find Fancy Feast? Okay, I'm done at Sam's. And I can't tell if I look crooked, but if I go crooked, it's because I just had to plug my phone in. My battery's down to 14%. So now I texted Brian when I was in Sam's and told him that wasn't sure if that car was going to come through, that they didn't have Django's food, and that also I'm going the wrong direction. I don't like when I accidentally do that. I feel like a big dummy. Told him Target didn't have it, and now Sam's doesn't have it. He still has about probably a week's worth left. And so Brian was like, well, do you want to try, after you get home, do you want to try, because he's home now. He's like, do you want to try like a different Sam's? And then if we can't get it at a different Sam's, then we'll just go to like a pet store or something. Spend more that way, but it's what he likes. But hopefully they'll have it. Sam's Club here, there was not even where it used to be. It's like there was no sign or anything. It's like they just quit carrying it. They have all kinds of stuff for dogs, just not kitty cats. So anyway, he said, I think you might have just gone crooked, or I went crooked. I look crooked to you. I did it again. My charger's pulling the phone down. But anyway, Rambly Angie, he's like, I'm really hungry and I wouldn't mind going to eat somewhere, and then we can look. I don't know why that's bothering me. It's probably not even bothering you if I start to look crooked. But I didn't end up getting any apples, but I got cuties, the little clementines, because I love those things. I actually like them better than apples even. And they had that Smart popcorn. Very crooked. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy or anything. I'm just gonna unplug it for a minute. They had Doritos nacho cheese flavor. I love popcorn. That Smart, I think it's called Smart popcorn. The white cheddar has been my favorite so far. One I tried that I absolutely loved, but I will never buy it again because I ate the whole bag in a day. They have one that's Krispy Kreme glazed donut flavor. I could not quit eating it. I just kept going throughout a whole day. I just kept going and pouring more on a plate and just kept on eating it. And it's only Smart popcorn if you don't eat the whole bag. And I'm talking a Sam's Club size bag. That's embarrassing. And like I said, it was over a whole day, but still. Come on, you've done something like that before. Oh my goodness. And actually my car it doesn't look too bad, because even though I drove through that like spot of water, I tried to do it kind of slowly, and I don't think it was really very dirty. So I think my car maybe can stay pretty clean. So anyway, I don't know where we're gonna go eat or anything, but hopefully we'll be able to find cat food somewhere. It's just crazy the stuff that, you know, with all these supply chain issues, the stuff you can find and not find at different times. Okay, got the sun shining on our faces. We didn't end up we went to Walmart, not the one by our house, but a different one, and they had cat food. So we got cat food. And so now we're heading back towards home, and we're gonna go eat at a Chinese buffet that's by us that we really like, and they do a really good job of, it's a buffet, but they only have like single serve, so like when you get food out of a thing, they, like the big spoon, you put it in a,
yeah, so they have like several of the big serving utensils.
Yeah.
They're not already on the buffet. So you go up when you grab your plate, you also grab your like little serving spoon, and then you use that spoon when you're done. You put it in the little tray, and then everybody gets new spoons, big spoons.
So not everybody's touching the same spoon and stuff. So
you only touch your own spoon.
Yeah. So it's a little more hygienic, and so you don't have to worry about COVID.
At least that's how it was last time.
Yeah, and we're vaccinated anyway, but so that's what we're up to. But we got the cat food. So we're home now, and I wanted to show you, we found, my phone was about ready to die again. My battery, I still don't have a full charge. We found this really cool table set that's gonna go in, like when we go on our Sea-Doo trips and stuff, like especially if we stay in those places that don't have like tables, or we want to have like a picnic table. But I'm going to show you this little table that we found at Walmart. So it's that Ozark Trail that they sell at Walmart, and it's, see how it's folded up, and it's got handles, and so it comes with this little table and a nosy cat. And then also 4 chairs. So it's like, and then the chairs are folded up in here. And this thing is pretty heavy, so we're thinking it's going to be really sturdy. I mean, the table has a weight limit of 110 pounds, so that's sturdy, and the chair's 300 pounds. So this cat, watch out, buddy. Let's see, there's like, yeah, we thought that was really cool. We were just over dreaming about, you know, summer coming up, and so we just stumbled across these. They only had 2 left, and we went ahead and picked it up. So cool. I have also done some knitting over the past week. I've got, this one is done. This is that yarn that it did not pool the way I mean, on the loom, but I still really like how it turned out. But, you know, I guess if you know what you're doing with knitting needles, or maybe you have to crochet it, I don't know, to get it to turn out like that. But it's a Bernat yarn. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So yeah, it didn't turn out like that, so I'm a tad bit disappointed, but not a lot, because I still really, really like how it turned out. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm using some of that yarn that I showed you that's like kind of in a donut to make this one, which I'm really close to being done with it. I just have that much yarn to go. And so that'll be that one. It's like in purples. So yeah, I'm real close to being done with it. That was my loom hook falling. And yeah, they're right, it did not tangle at all. So, but yeah, I got some knitting done too. There's Django with his new little setup. his new little kitty couch. He likes it. Don't you, Bubba? And his donuts. Good morning, guys. So today is Sunday, and Brian is working on taxes, and so I decided to come back in the bedroom and just kind of chill out in here for a while. I'm gonna also do laundry today. I think I'm gonna organize the refrigerator, and I'm gonna play a little bit of Animal Crossing, and I might finish that one scarf. But right now, I'm just gonna finish my second cup of coffee and play a little bit of Animal Crossing while Sunday morning is on the TV in the background. So just enjoying my Sunday morning right now. And in a little bit, I'll probably go ahead and get this vlog uploading. So actually, why don't I just go ahead and get it uploading so then my mom can see it? Because really, like I said, I'm just going to be doing laundry and stuff today. So I'm just hoping next week will be less work stress. And but yeah, tomorrow I'll be driving back down to the building again and back into a more normal routine, and hopefully it'll stay that way. And so, but yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry this wasn't like a whole week. It would have just been a bunch of me complaining anyway, and who wants to hear that? So yeah, thank you so much for spending Saturday with me. Bye.